Hi, welcome. This is our weekly reading for September 23rd through September 29th, 2016. Remember, it's a general reading, so see what feels right for you. See which signs, symbols, bells, whistles, messages, energies resonate for you and bring you clarity to what you're wondering, concerned, confused, inquiring, dreaming, praying about. We're all children of God. We are all psychic. We're not all going through the same things. So see what feels right for you. It could be one sign that brings you clarity. It could be the whole reading. It could make sense later. In the end, always use your logic and intuition together to make sound decisions that are based in love for the highest and greatest good of everybody involved in the situation and so on. So we are all uplifted in love. See how it feels for you. How you ride these energetic waves that come through here is always up to you. In the end, is it your wave? Is it not your wave? Are you waiting for another wave, preparing for the wave, crashing into the wave, riding the wave, or ignoring the wave? It's always your choice in the end. Also, feel free to make this an interactive video with me if you want to pull some cards for yourself. All right, let's begin the readings, and I'll see you in a moment. Hi Virgo, welcome. This is our weekly reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Inquiring for September 23rd through September 29th, 2016. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, our higher self, angels, and energies of love have for Virgo this week for the highest, greatest good of all. One card for focus, clarity, and understanding into the energies this week for Virgo. Let's get one card. Strength. So maybe there's a Leo around you. I feel like Leo is involved. I keep hearing Heart of a Lion this week in the readings for some reason. So maybe it's having the heart of a lion. I see infinity and I see gentleness and strength. There's like a big purring kitty, except it's a lion and she's just hanging out with this lion. I feel like it takes her going out to this lion every single day, little by little, you know. She has to make sure this lion is satisfied every single day, that she's sensitive to this lion's needs every single day. It's beast. In the Thoth deck, this card is called Lust. So it's that strength, it's that beast. It's learning how to tame something that is a force to be reckoned with. It's big energies, and it's taming them with gentleness, with kindness, with respect, with understanding, and with like a sensitivity, a beauty behind how she's taming this beast, how she's doing it her way. You know, she's working with this animal, with this energy, not against it, not bigger than it, and she has to feel she's just as powerful to have the strength and the confidence to deal with the situation or his situation. I mean, when I think of this card, ever since I got Vincienco here, it makes me think of him because he looks all cute on my shoulder right now, grooming himself, but he did not want to do a video yesterday. He wanted to chase me around the house for like 2 hours. He kept getting off of his cage, jumping onto the chair, jumping onto the ground, and then going after me. I was in the bedroom at one point, and I hear like, and it just takes me a moment to register what that is, that it's not Mannix and that it's Vinny. And I hear, and then I look, and then he just comes after me. So, you know, I cook him an egg. He like takes a bite from the egg and then continues to chase me. So sometimes I feel like he just needs his exercise, and it's a game, you know, I just work with him. He gets to run around the house here, so maybe he needs a little exercise. You know, I don't really take it personal when he's not in the mood to get on my shoulder, because when he's ready, he just gets right on up there, grooms my hair, does his thing. He's a little love bug. He loves to sit on my shoulder as I watch YouTube and make comments to the channels that I watch. It's pretty interesting, especially music. He gets into the music. So I had to learn about him, his moods, being sensitive to what he's going through. Do you want to hold this? And adapt. You know, work with him, see if he needs anything. Thank you for holding the card. You can hold it a little longer. All right, let's go, Virgo, to the Enchanted map and pull a card for Virgo. More information on strength. It's also number 8. So maybe number 8 is important. 8 is very powerful. I feel like mentioning like 8s are very good energy to have around you, like figure 8s, the infinity sign. Like I think of license plates, and I actually used to have a little piece of paper that I put a little like miniature painting and folded it up and had it in my wallet. It was just an 8, just for prosperity and power and abundance to come in, for lessons to be learned and you to come back around and gain something from every situation. So maybe some of you like are connected to the I almost said the letter 8, but maybe it's numerology, maybe letters, and the value of letters into numbers is important for somebody. But the number 8, strength. Let's get another card for Virgo. 15, the one ring circus. Think of like the one-man show, trying to do it all yourself, not being able to move, feeling alone. 15 brings you to a 6. So it brings you back to, I hear stability, but I feel like it's balance. But I feel like I'm looking at her sitting on this big elephant and it's just a rock. So maybe it's something you've been working on for a long time. It's almost like, I feel like it's almost unreal, the elephant. But maybe it's like a project, something that seemed unreachable, impossible to do. You know, I feel like she carved that elephant out of that rock. Like she went to this rock and she's like, I just see an elephant in here. I know there's an elephant in here. I know there's something wise in here. I know there's something ancient here. And she just got to work and perhaps did it all herself. The whole thing, you know, every little detail was carved by her, imagined by her, time and energy put in by her, by him. It also makes me think of like, yeah, like a one-man show, trying to do everything yourself, trying to find balance by finding yourself. But I feel like there's something about being alone here. Like you almost made that elephant to get off the island, and perhaps the impossible becomes possible. I feel like her wish alone, her effort alone makes that elephant real, and it dives off of this boulder into the water and takes her to shore, takes her to an island, takes her somewhere new, on a new adventure. It's like you created this adventure. You got started maybe a long time on something by yourself, Virgo. I'm going to get more clarity. Now, just realize that this deck is very new still for me. I'm not exactly sure if that's the actual reading, meaning of the card. I feel like I just want to go with what comes up with how I feel here. I have gone nerd on about a third of this deck. So There are definitely some cards that I have looked at and studied and I know the meaning, but I feel like the meaning is maybe different here for us, Virgo. I feel like it's your creativity, it's your ambition, it's your hard work. And now you're ready to get off the island and move, do something different, take your creation and move, something like that. Maybe you've had to have a lot of strength to do this by yourself. You know, to carve an entire elephant out of a boulder with maybe like a chisel and a hammer, you know, and you still have your costume on from, you know, wherever you were last. You're still looking good, Virgo. So let's go to the Thoth and pull a card for Virgo. On the One Ring Circus, strength. I feel like focus on you somehow. Maybe, you know, you're not completely alone here, but others can see what you're doing. They're just not there with you, Virgo. Yet. Let's see what's going on this week. I feel like patience is required. Just slow and steady. Something like that. Indolence. All right, so I feel like this came up for Scorpio. Maybe there's a Scorpio energy, or it's like something that you went past the boundaries with, that you're dealing with, that you've had a lot of like heart involved with, emotion involved with. I feel like this is always dark waters. Maybe this was getting you out of dark waters here, Virgo. You know, you had to build your own way out. You had to build your own elephant out of there. You did it your own way. You were like, boat, I'm going to build an elephant and it's going to come to life like clay. And then we're going to move away from this situation. The Eight of Cups is turning away from something, leaving something behind that you've made. So maybe you're going to leave this elephant there and decide to just jump into these dark waters and swim away, swim to shore. You're done. You're finished. You're complete. It's time to move away from something that wasn't working. I feel like there's something complete here. You have to turn away from something that wasn't working, something that was broken, something that was leaky, something that was scary and dark and damp and cold. And I feel like it was scary. Like you don't know what was going on under that water. Like the ocean at night. Just, I feel like if you take away this boulder here, and it's nighttime and you fell off the boulder and now you're out at sea and you're in these dark waters. You don't know where you are. You don't have your tools. You don't have your elephant. You don't have your boat. And that's scary. So perhaps you decided to turn away from something because you saw a chance. You saw that you could work on something, perhaps putting some energy somewhere else. Even if you put a lot of energy into something, it brought you strength. It brought you something valuable to move you. So you know how to get out of the situation now. It's also the 8. So infinity. So you have another 8 here. So maybe the 8 is important. I also see Pisces in this. So maybe you're dealing with a Pisces, or it's like a sensitive situation. Something you really felt deeply, Virgo. All right, let's go to the Life Purpose Oracle cards. Let's get a card for Virgo. Teaching, Virgo. So perhaps you were doing something on your own because you were learning too. I feel like you were learning and now you can teach. Or now, yeah, yes. I feel it's very clear, like you actually were somehow teaching something, but inside you felt you were learning. So I feel like it gave you strength. It helped you build something. It helped you build something solid. So maybe there was something about feeling younger energies around you. Maybe it's time to teach younger energies what you went through when you went through this one ring circus by yourself, how you got out of it, how you built something strong, you gained your strength, left something behind and gained something more. I feel like when the Eight of Cups comes, it can be like the downswing of the infinity, like going under the surface really deep to see what's under there, to see what you're dealing with, to tame that beast, you know, to see how it moves you and how you have to move with it, what you keep and what you leave behind, Virgo. And now I feel like you're keeping something really valuable and you're passing it on somehow. What you learned, what you gained, what you built. Yeah, I see a butterfly and I'm focused on the colored blocks in the back, which makes me think of like figuring out how to get out of the box, how to see outside the box, seeing different filters on something that was in a box. And then above the box is this butterfly. This teacher is like reading a book on B is for butterfly. And there's just this beautiful yellow, like monarch flying butterfly, free, light. Yeah, I feel like light. And perhaps the butterfly didn't understand it was going to be a butterfly at all when it was a caterpillar, when it was younger, when it was crawling around doing something different. It didn't understand at all what was going to happen after you. Maybe the cocoon is like a cocoon or a box, you know, you were trapped in something and, you know, something completely changed, Virgo, completely transformed, and now you have wings to fly. So maybe you're teaching others how to fly, how to find their way out of something, how to leave something behind, how to grow, how to build something, how to be strong, Virgo. Let's go to the Romance Angels and get a card for, I mean, you inspire young people to learn. I feel like it's your lessons that are inspiring to others. It's your ability to connect to others on a level, like you're down on the ground with them, like telling stories so they can see that you're like on the same level as them. Like I feel like kids around you, Virgo, with whatever this is that you're teaching, younger energies, maybe not necessarily children, but people learning, feel like they can connect to you because maybe you're not afraid to be vulnerable, you know, to show that you're learning too. And we're all learning. And therefore, it magnifies everybody to learn somehow. Let's get a card for Matters of the Heart, Romance, and oh, two jumped, Virgo. That was quick. All right, so it is safe for you to love, Virgo. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. I feel like it's unconditional, non-judgmental. No matter what you choose, it's all about learning. It's all about opening your arms this week, Virgo, to receive some love, receive some help. Maybe you're helping somebody else. I feel like somebody was on their high horse before and somebody else comes along and helps them down and you see things from eye to eye. Or this person comes along and you help this other person up so they can see things a different way. Attraction, Virgo. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Stopping to smell the roses. I feel like for some of you it's getting on the horse and going on a ride. You know, taking time out to enjoy that ride, enjoy the moment, and then maybe get off and smell the flowers. All right, I have, did I do all the cards? No. I have the, I almost said the Romantic Angels again. I have the Power Archangel Tarot. So, Virgo, let's get one more card for clarity and focus for Virgo to sum up this reading on teaching, learning, growing, strength, infinity, the number 8, the letter 8. All right, one card for Virgo. Decision, Virgo, number 15. It brings you back to a 6. and that's Archangel Jophiel. Release yourself from that which holds you back. A need to detox and unnecessary worry based on lack of self-confidence. So I feel like there was something that was trapping you before, keeping you back. Look at, it's almost like you were stuck in this cage before. You were stuck on the rock before. You were alone in that cage. You know, maybe everybody could see you, but you couldn't get out for some reason, and now you've found some strength to fly, Virgo. Look at these doves flying away free. Released. You know, they can always come back home, but now they can enjoy their ride. They can enjoy their wings. Maybe they didn't even know they could fly before. They never tried. Don't get any ideas, Vincenzo, although he does just kind of hobble around the house and hop off of his cage a couple times and fly down. I see like purple. I see a lot of spirit and a rainbow. Archangel Jophiel, release. I feel like this is the Tower card. Why? Oh, look at this. It's almost like the Tower energy. Look, we got a 15 and a 15 here. I don't know why I just thought of the Tower, but I feel like it's time to make a decision to bring things back into balance, you know, to decide to be free, to release ties that hold you back, to open your own cage. Virgo, you know, maybe just dive into the water, find out you can swim. Dive into the sky and find out you can already fly. I hope this is helpful for you guys. I love you, and I'll see you soon. Hi, Virgo. So I got to the end of our reading and realized that I didn't realize that 15 decision in this deck is the devil. And I feel like I should know better. I should know that, and it just did not compute when I did this reading. It didn't compute that that was the devil. That was the freedom. Those were the things you're freeing yourself from. And it made me feel a little goofy. Like I questioned the reading. My Virgo like worry came in, and I started analyzing the reading and like, oh my, am I going to sound like an idiot at the end of that reading? I didn't even know what that card was. I should have known what the card was. And then I looked at the card and said, stop worrying. And then I remembered the reading where it was speaking about learning and releasing those things that were unhealthy and not good, and, you know, getting you out of this one ring circus so you can fly, Virgo. In this card, it's a decision. It's up to you to release those chains, to open your arms, to stretch them out, and to fly free. So what's holding you down? What's holding you back? What's keeping you from going? Keeping you from jumping off and flying? Freedom is right here for us, Virgo. It's up to us to decide to take hold of that freedom and fly. So release some things that aren't healthy, that are baggage, they're weighing you down, and they're keeping you back. That's different for all of us. It's a general reading. For some, it's too much coffee, too much shopping, a bad relationship, you know, not getting up on time, not leaving for work early enough so you're always late. Perhaps you just need to work on one thing that'll free up a little bit of that pressure that you have. Whatever it is, however small, however big it is, it's up to you to start to relieve it for you, for all of us, Virgo. It's up to all of us to teach each other and to learn. And this reading was a learning experience for me as well. So thank you for that. And I feel like it's time to be free, Virgo. It's time to decide. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon.